Alright. Welcome to SideboardMTG. My name's Eric, and tonight we're going to be playing Mardu Gearhulks for Let's Play MTG. I hope you guys enjoy the show. If you do, give it a thumbs up, and if you like the content in general, subscribe to the channel. Remember, if you want to play this deck or any other deck on MTGO or even in paper, manatraders is a great rental service, and it's the best way to test a ton of decks. If you're like me, I play a lot of decks. If you want to play a lot of decks, there's a flat rate you can pay and just pretty much play anything you want. Check them out at manatraders. There's a link in the description box, and if you do decide to sign up, use SideboardMTG15 as your coupon code, and it'll save you 15% because manatraders likes our content. I love manatraders, and they seem to like us. So yeah, manatraders. It's how you can play everything. Great. I keep telling them that they need to change their logo. They're the greatest card pool in Magic. I mean, think about it. You join a card pool and you're like, man, I want to play blue-red today. Oh, you're playing it? All right. Well, I guess I'll play something else. Imagine that. Your card pool partners are never in your colors, huh? Right? All right. So we're playing Mardu Gearhulks tonight. You guys ready for this? You guys asked for it. You wanted Mardu Gearhulks. Zach Stillo was even asking for the list. I guess I just haven't posted it anywhere, and I played it a little bit last night. Kind of updated it a little. The meta is kind of shifting a little bit more aggro from time to time, and with that, I thought that we might need a couple copies of Sweltering Suns in the side. I also got rid of a few of the cute cards that I thought were not 100% necessary, and I'll talk about those changes as I go through the deck tech here. But first, let's say hello to Luke and Mr. Pascal and Nebda. Jeffrey, what's up? It is time. It was time. Ramo, what's up, Ramo? You're having fun. Tabletop mono red goblins deck. See, you know that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Some tabletop. It's basically what Magic was all about. You know, Arena is gonna be that for us. So, SD's here. What's up, man? Justin, welcome everyone. Brandon, how you doing, Brandon? How's your stream going, man? Let us know. What's going on? Brandon here is a streamer or part-time or a hobbyist. I know he's got a stream. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about the deck here. So yes, this is a God Pharaoh's Gift deck, but no, it is not a God Pharaoh's Gift deck. More times than not, I will be more than happy to actually just cast a Refurbish on a Combustible Gearhulk. One of the things that this deck can do is get down a God Pharaoh's Gift, even with an Angel of Invention on turn 4. It's not going to do it on turn 3. We're not anything crazy, but just as easily we could cast an Angel of Invention on turn 4, or we could cast a Liliana Death Majesty on turn 4. So we do have a couple options there. We can get 5 mana on 4. No Fumigates in the deck, and that's mainly because we're running on the Cataclysmic Gearhulk. Now, Cataclysmic Gearhulk, I actually like this card. A lot of people are kind of on the fence about it, but this deck is all about using the other Gearhulks that never really got a lot of play. The green one got play in the green-black Constrictor deck. The blue one, well, it got play in everything that had blue, and instant speed spells, which, let's face it, everything that had blue. If it had the mana to cast it, it was probably going to run a couple copies. And then so this deck runs, 4 Noxious Gearhulk, which is extremely important. I'm just going to say this on a Galta is living the dream. So, Combustible Gearhulk, man, this thing will just take an opponent out. Now, no, we don't really have a good chance at just instantly killing them unless we flip, God Pharaoh's Gift, Combustible Noxious or something like that, or God Pharaoh's Gift and Combustible or Noxious. We would have to get both God Pharaoh's Gift and a 6-drop. So, I mean, it would be really hard to kill someone. But that's usually not a big problem. The threat alone usually makes them allow us to keep a couple cards, especially if they don't have an easy way to deal with Combustible Gearhulk. And I know you guys say, hey, you know, a braid can just like wipe this deck out. Yeah, it can. This deck does lose its Gearhulks to a braid, but putting our Gearhulks back in the graveyard is normally not as bad for us as it might seem. And so a braid is not as devastating as, say, graveyard hate. But in most situations, this deck can get around graveyard hate because the enter the battlefield triggers are just so powerful that you're either rebuilding the graveyard or you're putting cards in your hand and hard casting these Gearhulks. What's up, Suave? But you're recasting your Gearhulks against control. You're hard casting these Gearhulks, and then you're placing threats that threaten to bring them back. So it taxes their control a lot. Now, Vraska's Contempt, Settle the Wreckage, things like that, those are cards that are, you know, slightly aggravating, but those are good cards for us. So let me check something out really quick. Now, we run Settle. We have cast out. I said those are good cards for us. I'm sorry, I got distracted. They're not good cards for us. Those are the cards we actually want to avoid at all costs. We don't want the opponents to have settles if we can help it. Like Fumigate's fine. Graveyard Hate's something that we want to kind of avoid. Now, I do run 3 Lost Legacies in this deck after update. 3 Cast Out, and then 1 Gideon's Intervention. There was originally 2 Gideon's Intervention, and that just helped against Settle and things like that. You can play Gideon's Intervention and just call Settle the Wreckage, and they can't settle the wreckage you until they've dealt with the Gideon's Intervention, and sometimes that's just a little bit too late. Profane Procession, this is just a really good card against those mid-range decks, and a lot of times we're going to have the mana we need. So the other card that I added into the deck, and that is 3 copies of Sweltering Suns. Originally there were a couple copies of the Pirate Cannoneer, Fiery Cannonade, Cannoneer, the Pirate Cannoneer, Fiery Cannonade. Originally there were a couple copies of that in here, but it's just not necessary, as I'm willing to go sorcery speed on this to just be able to do the 3 damage. There's a lot of times in the tokens decks they're going to have the 1/3 Anointer Priest, and not killing it is just as devastating as not killing the tokens in a lot of situations. So definitely wanted to deal with that. Oh, what's going on here? Did I drop some frames? No, we're good. Alright, so Saffron Olive has a video where he gets to kill someone by discarding 2 Galtas from Combustible. Oh yes, that was a cool deck. That was definitely a cool deck. The other cards in the sideboard here is I do have 2 copies, or 1 copy of Angel of Invention, another in the, or Angel of Sanction, and another in the main board. And then I have a copy of Cataclysmic Gearhulk. So that's the deck. I hope you guys like it. I will get an updated version of the deck in the description box. Matter of fact, I can, guys, I'll show you guys. Yep, we'll just replace that. We'll just do this on manatraders right now. Very easy. We'll get this updated for you guys so you guys can check out the list. So I'm just going to hit upload a file. We'll upload the Gearhulks deck. And then, what? 71 cards. What didn't make it? Tormenting Voice. 1, 2. What else didn't make it? Cathartic Reunion made it. We've got all the 15 in the side. Running more than 22 lands, surely. Yeah. So what lands did not make it? Hostile Deserts, Field of Ruin. So Canyon Slough, Hostile Desert, Mountain, Plains, Swamp. Is there any other? How many basics? Double Mountain, or Triple Mountain, Double Plains. Okay. Got it. Got it. Alright, so 1, 2, and we already had the planes. That should have taken us to 75. Save deck. Add to existing deck, Mardu Gearhulks, and bam, the same link is there. So the link you guys had been using earlier is now updated. All right, let's jump into this league. What do you guys say? A little league action. Ready to smash. I was kind of waiting on everyone to get here anyway. Competitive standard league. We got this. We got this. All right, here we go. No stopping us now. It is fairly budget. The lands probably cost more than anything else in the deck. You could probably throw some Chandras in here. There's probably a couple other cards you could toss into the deck to make it, like, I don't know, maybe a little bit more powerful. But honestly, I didn't have room for Chandra, and she wasn't that vital to the game plan, so I would have thrown her in here if I actually thought that it would make a huge difference. Honestly, if I put any other card in the main deck, it would be an Immortal Sun. I know that it counteracts with Liliana, but Immortal Sun seems like it would just be great. If not Immortal Sun, I would like some way to continue to draw cards. So, I don't know. But most of the time, once we get our engine set up, we don't have to worry about drawing cards. We're going to have cards in hand. So, hopefully we'll be able to create some crazy board states. I mean, this is Jank. This is not like some, you know, high-powered deck, but it is a lot of fun. And if we 3-2 with Mardu Gearhulks, I'm going to be super excited. So, this is not horrible. Hostile Deserts. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I love that card in this deck. Now, most of the time, you're probably going to want to keep... Oh, wow. Is this a Legion's landing on one? Yep. Alright, well... We may lose this in game one, but we may not either. People are not prepared for Jank. You are right. Got coffee on my mustache. Gotta fix it. This deck's the best Jank I've ever seen. Well, hey, sometimes I have some just killer games with this deck. I know you guys have seen it get played in the past. Sometimes it's just flat out amazing. Other times it's... is the stream cutting out? No? Okay. So is this is this the Auras deck? It very well could be Auras. Well, that's not going to be horrible. So, we're not going to be putting anything in the graveyard just yet. Looks like we're going to be Cultivator's Caravan and Cataclysmic Gearhulk on 4. So, that's the game plan. Cataclysmic on 4. Aether Sphere Harvester. Alright. That's, I mean, this is gonna sting, that's for sure. Okay, opponent, like, you clearly have nothing to do. Wow, this means we're going to be on curve here. Turn 4, turn 5, combustible or noxious. As long as this Cultivator's Caravan doesn't get removed, we are game for being on turn here. So, this might be okay. I'm a little worried about, you know, him starting to pump a lot of damage out. Curious Obsession, things like that. That's all going to start coming fairly quick here. The good news is, oh no, never mind. He does get to swing 3 and flip this. That is going to be a pain. That is going to be a, right, turn 4 Cataclysmic Gearhulk. That's what we're looking at. So we are taking quite a large hit here. So I assume this vampire is the vampire that lives. There's no way he adds anything else to the board, is there? I mean, we're taking a hefty hit. What is this? 3, 5, 6, 7? It's not that bad. He does add more to the board. I guess not. Okay, well, we do Cataclysmic here. And we'll see what happens. I assume we just take 3 in the air. I'm going to choose to keep Cataclysmic. I mean, he come out with a great start. His turn 4 was just, that was pretty good. Yeah, he's going to have to get rid of 3 creatures, and I mean, so we're going to take 3 in the air from Aethersphere Harvester, but unless he's got like a cartouche or something, if he makes this bigger, then we'll be able to play Noxious Gearhulk next turn and kill it. Slippery Scoundrel. So we'll probably have to kill that. Oh, it's got hexproof. We can't kill that. And it's unblockable. So we do need to gain life. Sky Marcher Aspirant. Well, he's in the air. It's not going to be great for us. We do need an angel at this point. So, what happened to my... I didn't select to keep it. Oh my goodness. I punted right there. That was a huge punt by not selecting to keep this. We don't get to make a play this turn. And he swings for what, nearly lethal? Well, I'm going to make a bad play based on the play that I made. Maybe I should have swung. It has vigilance. Yeah, I've already messed this game up. Just getting out of it. Definitely lost this game. I don't know if we would have been able to stick around, like keep from losing the life there. He had too many flyers, so that worries me a little bit, but I am going to get the Angel of Sanctions out. Cataclysmic Gearhulk's probably good, but I think Sweltering Suns will be enough. And then, so we're not going to worry about Cataclysmic in this game. It's a little bit slow. God Pharaoh's Gift's good. Angel's good. Harvester's good. I think we take out the ramp. And maybe we need the ramp. One combustible. We'll do that. Yeah, I was in trouble anyway, and I definitely made a bad play. But the play did not help me at all, that's for sure. Well, this doesn't look like the perfect hand. This is not like what I want to see, but We could just be, I mean, yeah, but if we're a couple cathartic reunions from setup, we should probably mulligan. Oh no, no red mana, but it is a little bit better. I do need to keep this. Bam, let's put that on top. That's going to be a turn slower than I want to be, but at least it'll happen, so we'll take it. Yeah, that hand was way too slow. At least the Cathartic Reunion hand lets us have setup. So, I mean, we are going to be a little bit slow, but drawing some cards, that's going to be handy. We do need red because we brought in the Sweltering Suns, and that is a big part of our game plan to be able to fight this deck. So, I didn't like keeping this hand either, but at least a red was an out. A red land was an out to get started here. So. And that's not horrible either. So we have black. So I'm going to Cathartic Reunion. I kind of want to pitch the Tormenting Voice. But I think Combustible and Land will be fine. Bam, there we go. So next turn we can pitch Noxious. We still need another white. So next turn, actually, the play may be to play Field of Ruin and go search up a white source. We're going to need an Angel. We're going to need to be able to get rid of something like, say, Aethersphere Harvester. If we get a white source, then I can just play that. I mean, I could go for it with the Tormenting Voice and just pitch anyway, draw 2 cards, and see if there's a white source in the top 3. But it seems a little bit risky. So I'm going to pop the grounds here, and we're still going to play everything. It's just I want to make sure that I have the white source. So we'll get the white or the plains. That'll come in untap, and then I'll Tormenting Voice anyway. I mean, should I save this to hardcast and just pitch a land? I have a Combustible if I hit something, so I can always bring Combustible back. I think I'm going to save the Noxious for hardcast. There's a Suns. That'll be nice. And we've got Cathartic Reunion, so this will help some. Right, if I didn't get the white source, but we had the out to get to the white source, so I wasn't really worried about that so much. Hopefully Suns buys us some time. I kind of expect him to add a bit more to the board here. It doesn't give haste. Okay, so he swings 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This deck may just be a little too fast. I mean, we get to Cathartic Reunion and Sweltering Suns next turn. Yeah, he's just a fast deck, very fast. If he has a creature, then we're just dead anyway. So any creature and we're dead. The Gearhulk would never be able to kill this anyway. Oh goodness. Alright, that's game. And if you need explanation on that, Adonto this will crew the Aether Sphere, and Adonto gets a buff when it enters or when it's attacking. So, alright, well, lost to blue-white auras, man. Nah, I don't know if we could pull that off. I got behind on that first game, and then I butchered the end of it there. We might have had a fighting chance. But we were probably basing that on our opponent messing up in that first game. And then in the second game, he was just too fast for us. The hard to remove threats in that Auras deck, I mean, it's like Boggles. It's really hard to remove those threats. So. Right, yeah, blue-white auras, Jim Davis did really good with that at the beginning of the season as soon as Curious Obsession was printed. And Curious Obsession is what has made that deck as good as it is. So, I don't think bad of this deck that it didn't beat blue-white auras. That is a hard matchup to win anyway. But I do believe that the matchup's it's probably not more than, say, 70-30. And then out of the sideboard, I think we're probably about even, and then I didn't get there. Alright, well, we've got a decent hand. Like, this is not a bad hand. If we draw lands, we can, play our early Cataclysmic. So, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna start with our Canyon Slough and pass. Alright, Bomat. turn 4 Lily. Absolutely. I mean, if that is an option, we might go that route. It just depends on what I get. Well, it's too late now. Turn 2 would have dictated. Now the only thing that dictates whether or not we go Lily or Cataclysmic will be based on what he plays. So if we need to get rid of multiple things, or we need something more than a zombie can handle, then Warkite Marauder. Okay. So we're probably on Gearhulk here. I am a little bit worried about counter, like the pirate counter. But if he does pirate counter it, then the next turn we'll refurbish it. Looks like it's blue-red. That's a good combo. It does mean that he's tapped out now, though. And I will not make the mistake and not choose my Caravan. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so this is a blue-red deck that is based around Warkite Marauder. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Desert in this deck. He's got, the Fanatical Firebrand and Walking Ballista to shoot things after they become, 0/1s. So, I wonder what he keeps. Well, we're going to find out. So we keep this as our creature, this is our artifact. He can keep an artifact and a creature. So he's going to keep Bomat Courier and probably Warkite Marauder. I mean, if he keeps Warkite Marauder and something to shoot our Cataclysmic Gearhulk with, that's actually really good for us because I'll just Liliana and bring it back. Or Liliana and make a zombie and tick up. Okay. We haven't taken an absurd amount of damage here. Minister? Alright. So does he got some other jank going on in this? Another Minister. Land off the top wouldn't be bad. I think I let this die and bring it back. Yeah. Let's just bring it back. And the reason I'm choosing to bring it back with Refurbish is because I want to swing. Well, I guess I could have swung anyway. I could have brought it back with Liliana. So he picks the same two again. You know what? Do we just force him to... Like we block with this and just force him? I think I'll just pass. Right, like I want to swing with this, but I also want him to like turn this into a 0-2, and with the trigger on the stack, I crew this, or a 0-1, and I crew this and force a block, which will make him sack this, and then we get started again. Just rotating through a Cataclysmic Gearhulk's fun though, right? Right? One card in hand, he was going to sack the Bowmat either way. Blocking is just wasteful. No, blocking allowed me to kill dudes again. Like, it's not wasteful, I don't think. Like, we force him this time. Unless he has a braid. Unless that one card is a braid. So he's just going to go ahead. He's just going to go ahead and sack it before blocks. Alright. Another Bowmat Courier. Fanatical Firebrand. I think I play Lily and just uptick. Or do I just play Combustible and... Because if I play Combustible, he can swing into it. I'm kind of okay with that. If I play Combustible, then... We'll have either... Well, he makes both of them small. I can put one in the graveyard, bring it back with Lily next turn. Maybe he'll just take damage. We'll go to game 2. Nope, he only took 4 points of damage. Ouch. Alright, well. He is coming at me here. Lily token pass. I think it's going to be Lily, put Combustible or Cataclysmic in the graveyard. Nope, I'll take it. I took 3. He put a Walking Ballista and a Champion of Wits in a land. I mean, his deck's not built for Combustible Gearhulk. Like, the current converted mana cost in the graveyard is 011131300. So, I took it as being worth it. I mean, we're so close to dead, though. So, block. Do I block with combustible as well? So the difference is we take 5, we go to 2. I mean, what's the difference? All right, I'm just going to put the Cataclysmic in the grave. Angel off the top, maybe. Cathartic Reunion. So I can do a number of things here. We can play Liliana. Bring back Cataclysmic Gearhulk. Float mana before we do it. I think we're dead anyway. I think we're dead anyway here. We're going to say we want to keep these things. And now I can't even Cataclysmic Gearhulk. Yeah. Just not enough. So we kill that. He kills us in the air. Not enough of an air force. Wow. I keep dying in the air. That's what I'm dying to is air force here. Wow. All right. I guess I should be happy that a Warkite Marauder deck's doing okay. I mean, I like that card. So Sweltering Sun should be good here. What do we take out for Sweltering Suns? Caravan, GPG? I think so. Harvester's good. We'll run like that. Remember, we're not a GPG deck. And more times than not, we'll be hard casting GPG. And GPG makes our tokens, or exiles the cards, and we get tokens of them, so we can't continue to rotate through them. This looks like it might be a good hand. I think I just have to keep this. Like, not that that's a bad thing, but yeah. Right, bad draws hurt any deck. Unfortunately, I just haven't hit the flyers. Okay. Now, I do have to be careful about throwing these in the grave, because the only way we're bringing them back is Liliana, or hard casting them. Like, we're not bringing them back, so. We do have some more lands. If he doesn't add much more to the battlefield here, I don't know if I Sweltering Suns this turn. I might. I probably Sweltering Suns to get rid of the Bomat Courier. Ooh, I can play Hostile Desert. We'll get that rolling. And messed that up, didn't I? Don't need to compound the mistake. Yep. Dragon Skull Summit would have been better, but we might benefit from this. This may be a happy mistake right here. We'll take her 3. Marauder, don't play Mountain. Happy mistake. Happy, happy mistake. Everything's gonna be alright. And we got our land in the graveyard for our Hostile Desert, which is actually more important than you might think. So that actually worked out in my favor for holding off one more turn. Yeah, that was a good payoff. Getting that Workite Marauder, that was good. Plus he's on, you know, he's kind of land screwed here. We get to Liliana kill whatever he plays this turn. I might just Liliana make... I think I just Angel. Make him have to, you know, kill my Angel or something. I do kind of want to go wide, but counters saves the Angel from, like, this little dude, so we'll make him have to strike it. I'm sure he's got lightning strikes with a deck built like this. You would think that it would have lightning strikes, right? 18-0. 18-0 with what, Retro? Marauder? What? What are you guys talking about? The near... Did I see the near Challenger deck that destroyed the competition in Seattle? Wow. Buy 2 Hazard Aggro packs and some Rekindling Phoenix and you're pretty much there. Yeah, that's basically what I said, that the Challenger decks were great. Like if you guys, you know, like if I went 3-2 with them, and I'm not a pro. Like I'm fair at Magic, you know. I've played a lot of Magic, but I'm not a pro. I understand fundamentals, but that doesn't mean I'm actually terrific at Magic. Wow, we're just playing Combustible Gearhulk here. Yeah, we're just playing Combustible. What did he throw in the graveyard? Tormenting Voice and Liliana. Well, that's not cool, opponent. So the Angel is great. Like when we get our Angel, like any of the God Pharaoh's Gift decks, when we get our Angel, things are great. He's a God Pharaoh's Gift deck too, apparently. I don't know if he survives this or not, though. There's a God Pharaoh's Gift, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he can get back God Pharaoh's Gift next turn. That's pretty good. Pretty good, opponent. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Need one more. No, we still don't have enough. I wanted to be able to go Liliana and activate Hostile Desert. Okay, that will work. It's not haste. Well, it wouldn't be haste from Liliana anyway. So we'll go Refurbish. We're going to Refurbish back Noxious. Oh goodness, which one has Summoning Sickness? Oh goodness, which one has Summoning Sickness? Okay, well, I'm going to attempt to... pick the proper one. Don't have some... Has summoning sickness. Hey, Scoop. Thank goodness, opponent. Good on you. Good fella. Do we want God Pharaoh's Gift in the on the draw? We can't call God Pharaoh's Gift with this, and he's a Gate to the Afterlife deck. We can Gideon's Intervention, call Gate to the Afterlife. We can bring in Castouts. Can bring in Crook, and we can play the fair game. I think that's what I want. I think I just want the Crook, right? Land, Crook. We'll see if he has a God Pharaoh's Gift deck this game. If so, the Crook should be great. If not, we do have our double white. Hopefully we can get to this settle. Come on, land. Just need to keep hitting land off the top. Just all the land off the top. Let's go. Red sources, red sources. Okay, well, we may just lose to these little guys here. Well, this is going to be brutal. Combat Celebrant. Come on. It's not cool. Red source. It's going down like this. This is how it's going to happen, guys. This is how it's going to happen. That's my fault for keeping a Crook hand. And he's just going to beat me down now. And Bomat is huge. Like, we don't even have outs at this point. He just threw God Pharaoh's Gift and Gate in the grave. Could it be enough? Could it be enough? Alright, well, we need untapped land off the top. Untapped land off the top would be pretty nice for us. Okay, well, all we can do is try it. So he throws down Gate. And swings, exerts. I assume he's got the counter spell, or maybe he was just, I don't know, expecting to get some draws off the Gate, but I assume he's got a counter spell here. He's got a way to stop this settle. No stop for the settle. Wow. Alright. Alright. Did we buy some time? Oh goodness, did we buy time? Alright, so next turn we're on I'm going to Cathartic here. Undo. So I'm going to discard Noxious and Combustible. We get another Settle. We get an untapped land for next turn, so we'll have 6 mana on next turn. We can kill a creature. Do I go ahead? I think I go ahead and Tormenting Voice. I don't think he can throw that many in the grave right here. He's only got 1 card in the grave, so I think I'm safe to go ahead and Tormenting Voice. And I'm going to voice the Noxious Gearhulk. No. If he brings back Bomat, I'm going to want that Noxious, but I can play Lily and bring it back. But I can play Lily, bring one back, and then hardcast one the next turn to continue going up on life. Alright, I'll get rid of the land. I'll get rid of land. Maybe Angel next turn. Is he going to sack his Zipnew? I think so. Okay, that's kind of what I expected. He's got 1, 2, 3 in the grave. We draw Angel of Sanctions, Combustible Gearhulk. Alright, so we're pretty live right here. Silent Gravestone. How many creatures? Man, he's got 14 cards. Alright, so okay, he did not have enough to do it. Well, we hit our land. I would like to keep one open to deal with the graveyard. Like, just start eating, say, Champion of Wits. Thank you for the sponsorship, sir. You were already Stream Boss. I think that will just, like, heal you up. So, you also gave a pot. Everyone, let's get some emoji hype out here for our new stream sponsor here on YouTube Gaming. Sisk Dantes, thank you very much. Thank you, Sisk. So if I play this Angel, I gain life. I think that's the route. And then we can just deal with things. I'm going to say +1 counters, again, just because he's got all of the little haste dudes that can kill it. Alright, so let's get a good solid count here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. He cannot activate right now. So, because I only have 1 mana open, I don't want to activate it right now. I want him to go for something. Okay. I'm okay with the Champion of Wits here. Because he discards 2 and he didn't have enough anyway, so he didn't have more creatures to dump, which is great. And then we just kill this and gain life off of it next turn. Alright, so let's exile God Pharaoh's Gift. If he's a gate to the afterlife, a traditional one, he shouldn't have many copies of God Pharaoh's Gift, so I do want to put Lily to work. So we're going to Noxious. Let's get rid of that. Kill this. And we're going to say yes. Now we're at 9. And then this should take us, yep, there we go. Okay, we won our second one, Wow, that was close though. I was worried about that little deck with all the flyers. Wow, navigating through that one was that was fun. And that's one of the things I like about this deck more than any other deck I've been playing with for a while is the number of lines in this deck are just mind-blowing. Like, to be able to see all of the things that you have at your disposal at any given time is just, it's enough to just crush your skull, and I love that. I love a deck like that. Now, if I had just one source of like a cathartic reunion or something, I would keep this hand, but I'm not going to. So we're going to mulligan it away, and that looks horrible as well. So we're going to 5, and that is going to be keepable. Not the greatest thing in the world. Do I keep it? I'll put it on the bottom. I mean, we'll get some color from our Cultivator's Caravan, and hopefully we'll at least draw well enough that we can do something. This might... What is this? I don't think it's Merfolk. Would have played some... I could have sworn I put that on the bottom. Oh, well. Right, the one-of Demon, he's so good. I like the Demon. Again, much love to our new sponsor, Sisk. Thank you very much for sponsoring. I just want to hit you up again before the timer at the top there goes off. But yes, thank you so much for sponsoring. Hope you enjoy the new chat emojis and such. Okay, well, we get a caravan down this turn. Is this Teamer Energy? Huh? I'll Hostile Desert. Oops, wrong one. So we may actually have to take a turn off. You think it's Sultai Snake? Okay. You're probably right. Flying Bug Snake. Wow, Flying Bug Snake. That Flying Bug Snake. Well, if it is the Flying Bug Snake, I think I'm going to go wide with my Angel of Invention. Thrash. Or Brash. Ooh, turn too late. Man, come on. Well, that's all we can do. And now if he uses Brash to pop our Cultivator's Caravan, then I'm probably just dead. Maybe the deck can't afford the colorless lands that I have in it. Maybe the Field of Ruin is just too much. Don't let him know I have Angel of Invention if I think I'm going to lose. Understood. Understood. I kind of want a Tormenting Voice here. I mean, we could buy some time with Angel, though. Hostile Desert has been great for me against control. I actually think the deck is the card's extremely relevant for late game in this deck, but maybe not. Man, the play, like, do we play the Angel of Invention? Like, are we so far behind we shouldn't play it? I think it is the only thing that lets us play to our outs and buy some time. And let's go wide. So, what's up, Rush? How do I feel about Vraska, Relic Seeker, and Flying Bug Snake as a one-up? I think it would be great. I think if you have 24, 25 lands, you can probably play a one-up Vraska in most green-black decks. So, Vraska is just kind of one of those. It's like Chandra. Yes, it'll fit in any red deck. If it's a green-black deck, you can probably fit a Vraska either in the main or the side. Unless you were just trying to be extremely low to the ground, maybe you wouldn't want to, but, you know. Yeah, we're 1-1 right now. Oh, no. I'm going to shoot my angel. Alright, well, that's not cool. I'm going to shoot one of my servos. All of that to protect the Glint Sleeve Siphoner. I'll just stop the 4 points of damage, because that's basically all I can do here is become a roadblock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I could hard cast it, but we wouldn't get to combat. We would not get to combat. Maybe we have a better option. I don't know what that would be, but we do not have a better option. Well, the other option would have been tap a different way, crew, and block. So I could have done that. I could have went. Well, we threw that away for 2, so could have just blocked with the land. We wouldn't have been able to do both. We're still dead though, right? So he goes. This is 7 damage, unless he sacks the Haship Oasis. Doesn't look like he's going to. So we're at 2. Blossoming Defense. Okay. Walking Ballista for the final 2. Alright. Alright. Alrighty then. Okay, so Cataclysmic Gearhulks good. Angel of Sanctions is good. Profane Procession is good. Gideon's Intervention is good. Alright, so we do have to maintain our setup in the early game. He definitely thinks we're a God Pharaoh's Gift deck. I don't think Demon's going to do us a lot of good, even though it's a flyer. Noxious is going to be great. I can probably cut a Combustible and a Refurbish. We're probably going to be hard casting most things, which means that a Cathartic Reunion can go. And I'm going to run back like that. Do I think the opponent is running the Scarab God? Honestly, I don't know. I didn't see a lot of black. It was almost like it was blue-green. So I don't really know on that one. This is a pretty good hand. I mean, I might have to turn 3 Field of Ruin and go get my other white source. But I'm definitely willing to do that. And if we get something like, you know, Tormenting Voice or something off the top, that'd be great too. So I'd rather have Tormenting Voice than Cathartic Reunion, because I don't know exactly what I would want to get rid of. At least he played a non-basic, so I know that I can Field of Ruin to go search up my white source. If he didn't play a non-basic, which is kind of rare, but we wouldn't have that option. Red deck or white deck, or mono white will do that from time to time. Alright, well, we are no longer on the Field of Ruin plan. We got our white source, so we can save the Field of Ruin for something like Hadalta's Climb, or something like Hadana's Climb. I keep calling them Hadaltas. Personally split between the Scarab God and Verdurous Gearhulk, especially because you only have one ballista. And the Scarab God's a really good card. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than it's just a really good card. This will be fair for us, hopefully. I mean, he might still, like, he might try to play around Settle. I'll still cast it. Yeah, he's going to try to play around Settle. I'll still cast the Settle. If we, I think I'm just playing Cataclysmic Gearhulk next turn anyway. Alright, so Cataclysmic doesn't really help right here. I mean, it blocks, and it means that he has to get rid of his snake, so sure. So now he has to shoot me for 2. Well, he let it go, so... Oh, he gets to choose an artifact. Yeah, so that's actually... I keep forgetting that he can choose that as an artifact, and yet I do it. Maybe I should have played a league with this before I streamed it. This deck's not easy to play. Yeah, he gets to keep both. I realized that. Too late, but I realized it. Okay, so he doesn't swing. Well, that could be interesting. I think I do play the Gideon's Intervention. Call Walking Ballista. Yeah, we'll call Walking Ballista. Normally I'll try to call like Hydra or something like that with it, but Walking Ballista will work. So, start punching in for a little damage. I don't think he blocks. I think next turn, if we don't draw a land, we just hold up. Like, I may pitch the Noxious Gearhulk and just try to hold up, settle the wreckage. Servant. Okay, well, we did get a land, but it wasn't exactly what I was looking for. So, I'm still going to do this. I guess I can't, really. We'll do it next turn. I mean, we're at plenty of life. I think I'll just pass. Swing and pass. If he kills it, then we'll refurbish or something. But I don't think he can kill it. Sweet. He's just taking damage from it. That's fine. Cataclysmic Gearhulk doing work in a Path of Metal deck sounds so awesome. It does sound awesome considering most of those cards just, you know, they're all keywords anyway. Do I just let him hit me for 2 here? Now, he can still activate its abilities, right? Yeah, it just prevents all damage from the source. Just going to destroy Haship Oasis. He's going to cast something. Vraska's Contempt here, maybe? Oh, he's putting counters on his Ballista. So he's looking for his brashing or brash to get rid of that then. Okay, well, we want red, white, black. Kind of have everything. I'll just grab another mountain. Lily. There's my girl. So I'm actually just going to cast this on the Ballista because I don't want to play around him like getting brashing or thrashing Brontodon or something and removing this and then just like killing me. So we're going to go ahead and just force the removal here to keep him like so that he doesn't gain, so that I don't gain 6 life. He'll sack this. Right, brashing Throntodon. Good old Brash. The Throntodon. People that are new to the channel are like, what is this dude talking about? It's thrashing Brontodon. He's shooting them all. So we do get to keep like just pushing damage here. Which is good. Why is our opponent shooting with Ballista? So that he could remove the counters and then I wouldn't gain life equal to its toughness. So he went ahead and removed them. And the reason he was just randomly shooting is because Gideon's intervention is called Walking Ballista and he couldn't really hit anything in particular. Well, that thing is infinitely large. Alright, well. I'm going to swing. Perfect. And we'll kill a snake. I expect that he puts a ton of counters in right here. We'll go to damage. He's got 4 cards in hand. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can go. I can go Lily. I think I'm going to go Lily here. We're just going to bring back Cataclysmic. And we're going to choose all 3 of our things, and we'll see what the opponent chooses. I assume the opponent just keeps a Hydra and gets rid of everything else. So, partial board wipe. I mean, the Hydra does, like, start swinging at Lily this turn. I assume it's swinging at Lily. I'll block. Now, because this is not a GPG token, we'll get to bring this back again if we want. And Deathgorge Scavenger. He's like, I gotta get rid of that. Gotta get rid of it. Okay, well, that's a thing. He gains a little bit of life. Let's tick Lily up. See our options. We got another Noxious Gearhulk. Okay. I think I can afford to refurbish. Noxious Gearhulk. And we'll kill the Death Gorge Scavenger. And at least this turn we'll be able to force all of his energy away, because we can put 7, 8, 9, 10 in front of it. Alright, he's going to go ahead and get into the sideboard. But we would have been able to put Hostile Desert and everything in front of it. Well, swinging with the Desert, I wanted it for the blocker. I wanted to get rid of the Hydra. So, okay. What do we do? I don't think I'm making any changes. I mean, he's got a bunch of small dudes, and Sweltering Suns might actually be great. But I don't think I'm making any real changes here. The Demon might be pretty good, though. Let's say one less Caravan for the Demon. I decided not to bring Suns in. I'm going to live off the Settles. Against Snake decks, Suns becomes a little bit volatile. I mean, yeah, you can get them before they get there, but oh man, come on. Not like this. It's a little better. I'm going to keep. Are we cycling this? Or are we playing it on turn 1? I'm going to keep it on top. I think we're playing it. Alright, well, here we go. But why the deck not has Duress and Magma Spray? It's afraid of Chalice on 1. That's right. This deck's like, it's about catching up. Normally, almost every game with this deck, you're going to be behind at some point, and then the power at which it catches up with is normally just outstanding. So, we're gonna check that power out right now. So, discard Cataclysmic Gearhulk and a land, and look for a white source, hopefully. It's not necessarily a white source, but it's not necessarily not a white source either. So, might not be too far off here. We don't have the Refurbish, but we do have Settle. We've got Angel. This is probably Gorger. No Gorger. I don't know what I draw here that would make me not play the field. That would be it. That's exactly what I draw to keep from playing field here. So, cycle Canyon Slough? Or is that going to be the third black that I need to hardcast this? I don't know if we're going to get there. I do think we're hardcasting most of our cards, but... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cycle it. Inspiring Vantage. Another tapped one. Another tapped one. Well, since they're entering tapped either way... It's going to be very interesting. Duress. No, he's going to take my Settle. Flip this and go ham. Yeah, that's pretty good. Well, I wanted to hide the Field of Ruin. But that wouldn't have mattered anyway. I mean, well, I guess if I'd have had Field of Ruin down, I would have at least been able to have filled it here. But I wouldn't have been able to respond to it. Like, can you respond to it? So he declares attack. The trigger goes on the stack. It becomes a land. I'll get a priority. In response to my priority, he taps it because this is already attacking anyway. Or is it at the beginning of combat? Okay, so I would have gotten a priority between the beginning of combat and yeah, you're right. I would have gotten a priority. You're right. So what happens when I try to bring a good, like a deck that I think is good out for you guys? It just gets run over. Sultai Reanimator, same thing. Yeah. Yeah, we were just dead. It's not going so great. Yeah. We need some water now. The hot kind. You're right. Hot water. Just gonna have me a Swedish fish. Ah, Swedish fish. Gotta love them. No, you're right. It's because there's no fling. Should have put fling in the deck. It's all because of the fling. No fling. Matchmaking failed. This was a beautiful game for the deck you play. What do you mean? Was that you I was just playing, James? No land. I'll keep. And I'll put that on top. So we've got something to discard here. Definitely need to hit our... We'll end up pitching some of these. I want this because I don't want it. I want as few lands coming in tapped later. I guess it doesn't really matter. At one point, like, I don't have the... Like, this is going to come in tap. I guess I could have cycled it, but... Wow! This deck again? Okay. Alright. Okay, well. Is my GPG getting popular? No way. Not mine. The OP deck, the Jeskai or Blue-Red GPG is getting popular. It had a showing in the mocks. So, yeah, it's getting a little bit popular. Right, in the GP, was it the GP or the mocks? Well, yeah, it was on the list in the mocks though, because I remember looking at it. We were talking about it in coffee time, and I was like, man, I might have to play this this blue-red GPG deck. And now after seeing the stomping that it's given me, I'm definitely thinking I'm going to have to play this blue-red GPG deck. Okay, well, I could have brought back Combustible here, but I think we have to set up for Settle the Wreckage. I don't know what the opponent does here. He may decide to discard his hand, draw a ton. He is doing that. Does he hold this in response? And go ahead. He's doing it. He's going to draw like 10 cards. Yep. Full grip for the opponent. Full grip. Let's look at his graveyard here. Bomat, Champion of Wits, Warkite Marauder. That's so good. So good. Looking up these oh wow. Blue-Red Godpharaoh's Gift come in 2nd and 3rd place. And 5th through 8th. And here. Wow. Blue-Red Godpharaoh's Gift, Blue-Red Godpharaoh's Gift, Blue-Red Godpharaoh's Gift, Blue-Red Godpharaoh's Gift, and Blue-Red Godpharaoh's Gift. They let the cat out of the bag on that one, didn't they? Yeah, everybody knew to play it, but apparently no one knew to play against, like, how to play against it. Wow. Wow. That's a lot of showing in the top. I mean, it's pretty impressive. I mean, do we settle? He's got 7 cards in hand. He's got to be able to do, like, all the things. Like, I think next turn I just want to go Liliana and bring back Combustible Gearhulk. But doesn't he just have answer upon answer for that? Oh, wow. He's got it. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I assume he brings back, like, Champion of Wits. So this is the deck to beat if you're playing on Magic Online right now. We've run into it twice in this league. Wow. All right. Looks like everyone's going to be trying this. So remember, 40% of players are net deckers, and they will play whatever is the best and, you know, newest deck to hit the field. So, well, I do settle here. So he's got a Warkite Marauder he can bring back that's in the air. So Warkite Marauder can kill Liliana. I think I play Liliana anyway here because I have a Refurbish to do this again. Or do I just play the Refurbish? I think it's just Refurbish, and then if he kills it again, we can Liliana. And we'll see what happens here. So Braid is a meta card again. You're right. And if I would have thought about this, how much of Godpharaoh's Gift would be getting played, I would have put a Braids in this deck. I 100% would have put a Braid in this deck. Well, Well, we've got the other lands we need. So next turn we can play Liliana, or we can just play another Combustible. Maybe start crashing back at the opponent. I mean, we've got first strike, so I mean, we can hit for a lot of damage here. Or at least keep coming in. Is this another GPG? Wow. So he brings back Warkite Marauder plus something. He's got a Trophy Mage, Fanatical Firebrand. I would assume that he would bring back Warkite Marauder and Vizier of Many Faces. I don't see like a better play, because Vizier would come back with Haste as a... Would it be a 4/4 copy of this? Does that overwrite that? Would it still be a 4/4? I think it would. I have to check the wording on it, but I think it would. So maybe not a Vizier, but maybe. Alright, so Warkite Marauder. I think we need like Cataclysmic Gearhulk off the top. Alright, so it is a... Oh, comes back as a 4/4, then copies as a 6/6. So it does allow it to reword it because it's then copying something on the battlefield. Yep, you get to draw 3 cards, buddy. That's pretty good. I'm going to see my outs. Cataclysmic Gearhulk could be good. So I'm going to look for my outs here. We're going to see what happens. But without Cataclysmic Gearhulk, I don't think we have any other out. And that's not even like a great out. Where's God Pharaoh's Gift? That's not going to do it for us. Alright. That ain't going to do it. Woo! Its base power and toughness are 4/4, then the copy... Alright, then becomes... yeah. You got how it worked. It was good to see how that worked, though. So it came in as a 4/4. As a Vizier of Many Faces, and then copied. But wouldn't it... Don't you call it, like, doesn't it enter as the copy? So that seems a little bit weird. That's how Magic Online does it. So, alright, well, I know that I need Cataclysmic Gearhulk, Angel of Sanctions, Sweltering Suns, and Crook. Alright, so now what? Get rid of Combustible... Do we get rid of the Caravan again? I think we do. So cut the Caravan. The plan is to Sweltering Sun, so maybe one God Pharaoh's Gift, a Cathartic Reunion, and kind of want to cut one Refurbish. Yeah. Demon seems bad here. Are you serious? It's -2/-2 to all creatures. And then I can start bringing them back. Right, I kind of want Cast Out, but do we have room for Cast Out? I mean, if I take out my God Pharaoh's Gift and I try to play, you know, a fair fight with him, then maybe. Yeah, it looks really good. I mean, it looked really, really good. I'm gonna send it back like this. I'm probably gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna pull one of the list from, and we'll be running that probably tomorrow. I want to see that deck Although tomorrow is probably too late, everyone will be ready for it by then. But I'm gonna keep, because I can, you know, throw some stuff away. We're on the refurbish plan. Hopefully I'll grab something that is worth throwing away. Might just Cathartic Reunion, toss a Tormenting Voice and something else. So he mulliganed to 6. He kept 6. Alright, here we go. No, it's not ban-worthy. I mean, yeah, I don't think it's ban-worthy. It's just, it's a shift in the meta. It's a deck that is actually very solid, and the meta's just not ready for it. So it'll make the meta shift again, which is cool. I mean, I'm always happy to see things like that. I think we're getting rid of Tormenting Voice and Concealed Courtyard here. The Concealed Courtyard might have been a mistake, but doesn't look like it. The Tormenting Voice was probably the biggest mistake. Probably should have gotten rid of one of the refurbishes. Or Liliana. Just having doubles here with nothing to pull back is probably just bad. So that was probably my first real punt in this game, is that one. Like, just that decision alone, it'll either pay off well or we're just going to die because of that decision. So might be able to come back on it. Yeah, I'm going to pitch a refurbish. That's good, because that's also an untapped land for turn 4. So if he is, if he's going to come swinging, then, you know, we might be all right. And there's a gate. And yet another land. I think I'm willing to take whatever is hit. So I'm not going to settle this turn. I'll just play the tap land and pass, and then we'll go from there. One moment. All right, sorry about that. Had some questions being asked, so had to answer some questions. Right. So I mean, we can Liliana, but again, we've got nothing in the grave. So Lamp, how are you, man? Yeah. Thanks for taking care of chat for me there, Lamp. I know you can read, but one of these days we got to figure out how you like make you talk. I am working on that, by the way. I've got some ideas for it, like, but we'll see. Well, he's got one in the grave. I'll keep taking the small pings here, especially since I can just like play Lily and tick up here. I mean, yeah, I think I just play Lily and tick up. Even if he manages to put together enough stuff to kill Lily, then I've got another Lily. Hopefully we get something in the... Oh, wow. All right. So we got our demon. Demon in the grave, so if he can't deal with what's currently... He's got to hit Lily here. He has got to hit Lily. The demon is going to do things to him. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he's got 4 in the grave. He might be able to do it. Oh, no. Oh, no. So he can shoot Lily for 3? 4? I think at that point I would just tick Lily up, play Lily, and Demon anyway. But that would guarantee that he could flip his gate. If he doesn't attack Lily, then... If he doesn't attack Lily and put her down to the point where bringing the demon back will kill it, then I'll definitely bring the demon back and just hold up settle. So yeah, I think that's about the best I'm going to be able to do here. He's got another gate. Ooh, Ipnu Rivulet. He's going for it right now. And there's the God Pharaoh's gift. And he hit another creature. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures in the grave. All he's got to do is sack the Walking Ballista. Or sack the Fanatical Firebrand. And he's there. Walking Ballista. So he's going to go to kill Lily right now. Okay, well. Because he'll get to bring back a 4/4. Probably a Champion of Wits. And then swing with both of these guys and hit Liliana. So yeah, not looking real great for me right now. Angel of Sanctions off the top would be good, but may not be enough. I wasn't ready for a ton of blue-red God Pharaoh's gift. Like, and that's probably what happened. I mean, is it GPG is right? Like, get ready, guys. It's here. Artifacts you control have hexproof. Everything's at Lily. We knew that was coming. Alright, well. I guess we just pass. And I'm just going to go ahead and do this now. So if he wants to go ahead and sack it, mill himself, cost himself his turn, like I guess that he's just worried about milling himself down, using GPG to bring back, you know, choice creatures, going from there. So he got rid of it. Oh wow, that put me off of settle too because he sacked it. Wow. Because he sacked it, I didn't get a land. I can't settle. Yikes. Yikes, opponent. Just blowing me out. This deck's just so good. Wow. We're going to have to do like encore stream. Just close this down and get started. Wow. I've got to play this, guys. This looks great. Is it GPG? Is it GPG? That's pretty good. Probably just dead here. I mean, I kind of assume he's got a counter. Maybe he does. Maybe he don't. Guess we're about to find out. We need Crook off the top. We need him to swing with everything. I don't see why he would swing with everything, because there's just no point. Alright, well. We'll settle and see what happens. Counter? Negate? Do we live another turn? Crook off the top. Punished for being greedy. He was? Maybe. He may not be. I don't see why he'd be waiting this long if he had an answer. Yeah, like, did I bring in the Crook? Of course I brought in Crook, right? Yeah, I brought in Crook. So we have that out. We can get a Crook off the top here. Oh, I forgot. Oh, but I couldn't take the first hit. So he still gets something anyway. Oh, that's so good. So good. All right, we're at 2. Walking Ballista for 2. Good game, opponent. Good game. All right, well, it was brutal. We've already lost. I'll play the last one just because, like, I normally don't when we've already when I go, you know, X and 3. I'll normally just scoop, but I'm gonna go ahead and play the last game. Yeah. Wow. I mean, we beat it in one game. We lost to it the second game. The deck looks really, really sweet. Looks extremely fast. I mean, it's like the most aggressive Godpharaoh's Gift deck I've seen so far. So I'll definitely be playing that. So look out for me to be playing. Yeah, I'm online almost every day. So sometimes not always on time, but most of the time I'll have it posted and I'll try to be there within, you know, about 30 minutes of whatever post time I have. But, you know, things happen, you know, life happens. But for the most part, I normally stream about 8 or 9 Central each night. Oh my God, a good hand. If we lose with this hand, then yeah, that, I don't know what else to say. Like, this is everything you would want to see in this deck. Everything. You're too late. Nah, this is just the last match. Oh, wow. Now am I going to lose to... No, I'm not going to lose. We're going to beat this deck. We're going to win. We are going to win. I do think that Sweltering Suns might actually be more important in the main board than Settle the Wreckage. I really do. It's so easy for them to play around Settle the Wreckage because, like, they're untapped and on their turn. Whereas Sweltering Suns, you can just sweep on your turn. I know that may not sound great, but it's pretty easy for them to do, so... Did he just scoop? Well, there went that game. There went that game. Alright, well, that was our league. He just scooped it up. Yeah, so in hindsight, I definitely think Settle the Wreckage needs to be Sweltering Suns, and then there's a couple things I think we need to do to the land. I don't think I'm going with 2 Hostile Deserts. I just don't think the deck can afford 2 Hostile Deserts, and I don't want any more fast lands. I would, however, like another Dragon Skull Summit. We're already running the 4 Canyon Slough. And I was never hurting for double black or even triple black, considering the deck normally doesn't need that until later in the game. Most of the time, you're not even worried about casting like a Lost Legacy on curve or anything. You're wanting to do that later in the game. So I think the deck's good on black. I just want a Dragon Skull here. But yeah, for the wrap up on this, I think that we want to make a couple small changes, and I'll update those as well. I was unaware that that GPG deck would be doing those kind of things like that. The Tormenting Voices and Cathartic Reunions are good. Cultivator's Caravan is good, but I'm actually going to get rid of those 3 cards. Maybe not. Caravan's actually really good in certain matchups. I don't think I can get rid of Caravan. That doesn't work. Cultivator? Yeah, I can't get rid of the Caravan. I wanted a Pirate's Pillage in the deck, but I don't think that there's room for it, so I guess it's going to be Cathartic Reunion. As far as some of the other cards in the deck, that's pretty much it. That's how the deck works. It's how it fires. Maybe you could bring in more Angel of Inventions and just really be on that plan. To turn 4, bring back a God Pharaoh's Gift, and you just built it all around God Pharaoh's Gift. But remember, this is Mardu Gearhulks. It's not Mardu God Pharaoh's Gift, and the deck was built to play around those Gearhulks. So maybe we just picked a really bad time to play it, but I have always just had great success with the deck. And yeah, maybe I just picked a horrible time to play the deck. But either way, I do think that the deck is still good. Maybe 2 Lilies. I could see that. I could see running only 2 Lilies. I could also see running a Razakath. And I could see running the Cataclysmic Gearhulk main board, considering how many... or the 3rd Cataclysmic Gearhulk main board, considering, you want that extra board wipe. So Sweltering Suns and Cataclysmic Gearhulk should help you out with the board wipes. But remember, Lily is just as important as Refurbish is. So maybe... maybe actually 1 less Refurbish and 1 more Lily, so that we can actually fight a fair fight. Now, the other thing that just has to get into this deck, and I think I've got to cut a couple cards to make sure it happens, is I'm only going to run 2 Settles, and I'm picking up another Crook, and I'm putting in 2 Abrade. I just don't think we can, if the God Pharaoh's Gifts are going to be that serious, I don't think we can go without Abrade. So I'm going to put in the 2 Abrade here. And honestly, I wasn't expecting that much God Pharaoh's Gift. So yeah, just bad call on my part there. But yeah, for the Horde, you missed it, man. You also missed me almost putting a Pirate's Pillage in this deck. But yeah, you missed an awesome red-blue God Pharaoh's Gift deck that seems like everyone is. Yeah, but Lily's double black. We have double black by then. Like, that's not that big of a problem. We never had a problem casting Lily. It was always having a problem getting enough white mana to cast spells, or to cast Settle. Like, we could get red, we could get everything else, but getting enough white was always the problem. So I think that just bringing in Sweltering Suns over Settle the Wreckage will help a lot. Cataclysmic Gearhulk will help a lot. So yeah, maybe I'll do like an encore of this, for like a midday stream or something like that, and play some games. So, oh, I probably just need more fling, right? Right, just more fling. That's all we need. Just take these 2 out, add fling. Like, bam, Combustible Gearhulk, fling. Right, instead of the vehicle, just 2 fling. Right, I'll do that. Really? Nah, I wouldn't put fling in this deck. This allows for the turn 4 Lily. This allows for the turn 4 Cataclysmic Gearhulk, turn 4 Angel. It is our only hope at ramp, so Fair, but you're thinking as far as casting Lily over Refurbish. Understood. So maybe the demon in the side and add the other Refurbish. And then what do we take out? I think the demon is good, especially against fast decks, because if you can pitch it early, but you kind of got to have it in your hand to be able to do that. So rarely has the demon ever been like great for me. So I could take the demon out of the deck and just go Refurbish, and then we're all about Gearhulks. So if I'm watching, hit like. 41 watching and 20 likes. There they go. They're already going up. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you hitting that like button. Also, you know, if you do like the content, remember, you know, I'll play just about any deck. It doesn't have to be tier 1. We'll run it through the ringer. We'll see what comes out the other side. We'll see what's currently brewing in the meta, and hopefully, if you did watch tonight, I hope that we all learn one thing: that blue-red God Pharaoh's Gift is real. And there are a lot of people playing it. We played 2 copies of it in the same league. So I hope if anyone's learning anything from this horrible play that we did here, I hope that we all know to be ready for a blue-red God Pharaoh's Gift. And be ready for blue-red God Pharaoh's Gift for tomorrow night, because I'm going to pull that deck up. We'll save you a list over on manatraders. I'll rent the cards, and we'll run with that deck tomorrow night. Don't have them right now, so be on the lookout for that. We've also got coffee time coming up tomorrow. So coffee time is going to be at 4 o'clock Central. So, those of you that are patrons, make sure that, you got your Discord links and everything else up, and we'll see you at the table. Bring something for us to talk about. As of right now, I think we're talking about this blue-red God Pharaoh's Gift, because that deck's going to be on my mind most of the night. What's the rule on Skyship Plunderer? What do you mean? Like, it swings, and if there's already a counter on a permanent, I think it's a permanent, you control, or a player, then you add another counter. So if you've got 1 energy, you can now have 2, but if you had 0, you cannot create 1. You cannot add a counter to something that does not already have a counter, but you can increase the counter on a planeswalker. So technically, Skyship Plunderer will allow you to put 2 counters per turn on a planeswalker. A lot of people use it to tick up Jace and Ultimate Jace a little bit early. So, yeah, that's going to be the deck for tonight, guys. I did have a lot of fun. I always enjoy playing the deck, and it's a lot of fun to play this Jank deck. And if I were playing this for a little while, I would just tune it to the meta. I mean, Mardu is a very tunable deck, and the deck is extremely powerful. And most of the time when I sit around in the queues, I can always, go better than just running average with it. So yeah, God Pharaoh's Gift, what a thing, right? Any counter on it can have another put on it. So if it's a brick counter, you can put a brick counter on. If it is a like treasure map, what is it, lore counter? Is it a lore counter on a treasure map? You can add another to the treasure map as well. So technically, you could play treasure map on 2, turn 3 play. Well, you would have to have your plunderer down. So plunderer, and then treasure map on 2, tap it, add 1, swing with plunderer, add another one, untap on 4. With an open treasure map. Same thing could be done with a snake. You could play snake on 2. So the turn that if you had snake and that thing, you would be able to the plunderer. So maybe we need to do like something crazy like that. But either way, let's talk about OG Dryad instead of bad think, ponder, good possibilities. What? OG Dryad instead of bad thinks, ponder, good. I got confused, Sheila. I got confused. When it attacks, can you put it on him if he has a counter on him? Okay, so for that, I'm going to need to pull up Plunderer. I need to see if it has the word another. Alright, so Skyship Plunderer. Oh, I left a couple ERs off. Deals combat. Okay, so it has to actually hit the player. So it deals combat damage to a player. For each kind of counter on target permanent or player, give that permanent or player another counter of that kind. So yes, you just pick, you can target this as the permanent and you would be able to add yet another counter to Skyship Plunderer. So yes, you would be able to pick him and give him another counter, or you'd be able to pick a Planeswalker and give it another counter. And if you had Snake, that would also trigger and give 2 counters, because it would say whenever you would give 1 counter, you give that one plus that plus 1. So, or that many plus 1. But anyway, Skyship Plunder, that's how it works. Guys, it was a lot of fun. Be ready for coffee time tomorrow at 4 if you're a patron. If you're not a patron, it's never too late. You can always use the link in the description box to go over to Patreon and sign up. Doesn't matter what you sign up for on Patreon, you are invited to coffee time. If there are some brackets that will get you in the actual seat at coffee time, and then there are a higher bracket that'll get you played in the Patreon game. So there's some options there for you. Remember, if you want to play this deck or any other, manatraders, SideboardMTG 15% off for your first 4 months. Coupon code SideboardMTG15. For some reason, people still sign up and do not use the coupon code. Why would you not save money? Why would you not save money? I'm trying to help you guys. Like, I approached manatraders to get you guys a good deal because I just thought that, hey, we would have that possibility. You know, we could just like go approach a cool company that likes Magic players and say, hey, we're a bunch of Magic players and we like your service. Can we get a discount? And they said, you got it. Nothing wrong with that, right? Also, their customer service is really good. I had a problem today. And, right, like, you don't like money? What is wrong with you? It's like what we tell wizards all the time, right? Shut up and take my money. You know, guys, I want to call this an end, but it's only 10 o'clock. Like, we did not stream long. You guys want to play maybe a game of Arena? We'll play one game of Arena here. I don't want to call it a quits on you guys. I'll play one game of Arena, or we'll talk about Arena or something. Maybe I shouldn't jump into a game and make that something separate, but I tell you what, we'll talk about Arena a little bit and maybe play a game. Maybe we should just jump into a game, right? Sure, why not, right? Why not? Half the people left. Those that stuck around are like, encore. Sorry you guys left. Right, one more match. Why not? So today is stress test day for Arena, and I hope you guys have all been playing as much as possible. So this was impromptu anyways. It was. Everything's impromptu. Like, I am so spontaneous. Like, I love to just play Magic, and if you guys are still sticking around, you want to play Magic with me, then we'll play Magic. So, like, see, never forget that part. I love Magic. Magic is so much fun. Even when it's stressing me out and making me want to pull my hair out. Wow, their stress test. They're stressing, right? Like, getting on the game is slow today. Ooh, let's hear the cool sounds of Arena. Ooh. Is there anyone here in the audience that just hasn't seen Arena yet? Huh? I've got to make me an Arena background. We got some. We need to cast 12 blue or red spells. Well, that ain't gonna happen. Playing vampires. You have not seen Arena yet? Well, get ready. You love Magic, you're even studying to be a judge. I actually just recently passed my level 1 judges test, so I'm gonna say go for it. If you're good at the game and you have a good understanding of the game, you know, then go for it. Like, you don't have to know absolutely everything. Like, one of the things that was taught to me as, you know, like, starting to become a judge was the guy actually made sure I had all of the resources to be able to find an answer. So even if you don't have all the answers, at least know where to find them. No, I'm going to keep this. And that normally works out pretty well for you. So yeah, this is Arena, and we're gonna play some Arena. Now, here I'll show you guys this. Like, there's buttons over here, things like that. I guess. Oh, let's do it like this. How did I do it last time? How did I do it last time we were playing Arena? I think I just made everything small, right? So we just go to display. Let me say bam, there we go. I'm going to hit done. Now, there we go. We've got all of Arena up there now. Alright, so there's our options. Now, next turn I could Legion's Lieutenant, and maybe that'll be the right play. Because I could Legion's Lieutenant and just swing back. Now, if I hadn't pulled a land last turn, I probably would have just Dusk Legion Zealot. Whenever it attacks, it gets +1/+1 for each other attack. Wow. Alright. I'm going to race him. So yeah, we'll say all attack, one attacker. I doubt he blocks, and we gain 2 of our life back. Next turn we Queen's Commission. The next turn we Queen's Commission again. And just keep throwing out commissions. No blocks. Rigging runner with first strike. That's a thing. So maybe we should Dusk Legion Zealot. No, we'll Legion. Cancel. And now Queen's Commission. We'll say no attacks. Right, accounts will be, yeah, don't waste too much time during beta though. Accounts will be reset before it goes live, which kind of is horrible for those of us that has really put a lot of time into the game. Like Val has, she's probably won over 100 games or so by now. I know, like, for the first 2 weeks in a row, she had, 45 plus games each of those weeks. So yeah, Val's put in a lot of work into this, and honestly, like, if everything's just resetting, then either I just need to quit testing now, or just don't worry about it when it comes out. But it seems like it's going to be hard to be a Magic streamer and to just go, okay, when it comes out, I'm not going to play Arena, so it seems like that'll be difficult. So, yeah. Yeah, you can't just buy in yet. So you're kind of stuck building your decks with only what you have. If you don't pull something or you don't pull a wild card, you can't get a card. So it's, it is what it is. 'Tis what it is. He's stuck on land. Hopefully I can, like, survive through a hit here. I mean, how many does he swing for here this turn? I mean, if he's only swinging for, if he swings for less than 6 that I can't stop, then I probably just put everything in front of, like, Direfleet Captain, or maybe put everything in front of Daring Buccaneer, or maybe double in front of Direfleet Captain, and I kind of want to flip Legion's Landing, though. That timeout ain't on me, is it? Alright, it's burning on him. I don't know what's going on. Like, yeah, no timeout on me. So yeah, I'm definitely just trying to end turn here. And he scoops. Okay. Strange. Yeah, you guys notice that? Val's gold. Let's see what we got. And we got a pack. Uh-oh. I'm going to bust this pack. I'm not going to be here to see it. Got an Enigma Drake. We got a pack and 200 tokens. Look at that. Let's claim that reward. Alright, so we can get another pack. I'll bust this one pack for you guys, but just know I'm going to pay for this. If she wants to see the pack get busted, though, it's recorded. So you can go back and watch it. Here we go. You ready? Let's flip that rare. Atali, the Primal Storm. Or, not the Primal Storm. Atali Primal Storm. Nice. Nice. We're up to 41 on our chest here. So, let's go back to display. There we go. Up to 41.9% on our chest. Anytime you get like extra cards or something like that, they'll go to the chest. So, as far as like the store goes, you can go to purchase packs, but it only lets you purchase with gold coins. The only way to get gold coins is to earn gold by winning games and completing objectives. So, to get gold, to get packs, you do have to quest, and there's daily quests that open up on a time basis. So they've time gated, you know, how many games that you have to play. So you need to play certain games at certain times. So in 5 hours and 46 minutes, I'll have another quest, and I'll want to jump on here and complete those quests. Once you play 5 games, you get a pack, or win 5 games, you get a pack. Once you win 10 games, you get a pack, and 15 games, you get a pack. After that, you don't get any other packs for wins. Now, the first 5 of your daily, you get 50 gold and, you know, a card. It doesn't say whether that's a rare or whatever, but after the first 5, every win after that will just give you a common card that can upgrade to a rare. So that's cool. Like, it'll just give you, it says common card, but we've pulled rares and mythic, or not mythics, but we've pulled rares and uncommons out of it. So I would assume that you can pull other things out of it. I have yet to pull a wild card from the commons and uncommon that you get from winning, though. So I don't know if wild cards can be pulled that way, but I have pulled wild cards from the packs and things like that. So you think they're just experimenting with numbers right now for the free-to-play experience? Well, I'll say this. If you can't actually grind your way into the decks... Okay, so I'll explain it like this. SideboardMTG has its own DCI number, and SideboardMTG has its own arena account. I applied for SideboardMTG to get an arena account quite some time ago, back in, I think, November or so, and I just recently got it. So the one we're currently on is my personal account, and my personal account, actually, I received that, you know, for my home, my family account or whatever. We received that around close to the first batch of arena invites that came out. So I've actually got to see this deck like do a lot of different, or this game do a lot of different things. They've made a lot of changes to the deck building and things like that. Like if we jump over to the deck building, they've made a lot of changes to the deck building and how all of this works and how everything looks and the different way that you can sort things out and stuff like that. So they have made some changes there. As far as what I was going to say about starting new versus old, at this point, there's almost no point in us starting the new deck. If you run up against anyone who is anything beyond silver or bronze, Like if you run up against a gold player, they're pretty much just guaranteed to beat you because you just don't have the cards for your deck to be competitive. You'll notice that I'll show this to you guys for the rank. You'll notice that we're gold tier 4, right? So if you're below gold, you probably don't have the cards needed to give a good fight. So, right. I just do the quest, get 3 packs, and stop. Well, see, that's the thing. This is a weekly quest and resets weekly, so that's 15 games a week to get 3 packs. And then you have a daily quest, and then you have quests that open up on time gates. So either way, you do have to grind your cards. That's the only way to get cards, is to grind them. Now, apparently in the future, you're going to be able to, gems can be purchased in the store. We'll be able to do that. When we got the vault unlocked, we've already busted 1 vault. When I got the vault unlocked, we got quite a few wild cards out of there, and then I think it was a couple packs or something like that in the vault. But the vault was really nice. I forget what all was in it, but I was just super excited about all the wild cards. So the vault was really nice, and you just get it by opening packs and getting, you know, a 5 of. Like, so in your collection you can only keep 4 cards. So if we'll go to the collection here. If I get a 4th cartouche of Solidarity, nothing will happen to my vault because I have 3. But if I get yet another one after that, and I'll have 4 or 5, instead of it going into my collection, it will actually just become a percentage of my vault. Now, I personally do not know if a common or an uncommon or a rare or a mythic add to a higher percentage or not, but I think that should be kind of part of it. So you're bronze tier 2 and you have finished close to 2 decks completely. Then I'm gonna, like, what decks did you complete? So unless you just got some, like, seriously lucky with your pulls, it just seems like that it'd be really hard to build anything complete, because I still need a few rares for my vampires, and I haven't put anything into any other deck, except for my commons and uncommons. I am out of commons and uncommons for my vampires, so I am starting to put commons and uncommons into Rivals Heralds, but the vampires deck, I need some more Radiant Destinies, and I'm probably going to grab one and go to 3, but for right now I'm running Pride of Conquerors as the 3rd Radiant Destiny, and the card's been really good. So but the all-time +1/+1 is great, so yeah, I'll probably end up doing that. Matter of fact, I'll show you how that works right now. So if I click this Radiant Destiny, it's gone. I can't right click it to add another. I don't know if there's like a key command where I can hold it and add another. If you want it, you have to either find it up here, or you've got to type it in each individual card. Like, yeah, you can do searches and you can do things like that, but if you single click a card, it'll remove it from your deck, and then you got to go find it again, and that is annoying, because how many of us want to click a card to look at it? So if you do click a card to look at it, then and you don't move it around or drag it, it'll pull it out of your deck. So when you get ready to put a card in your deck that you do not have in your collection, so I've put 2 in, I'm going to click to put a 3rd in. It will ask you if you want to spend your wild card. I'm going to go ahead and set it front, because I do want to spend my wild card. And immediately it will go ahead and put that card into your deck. I don't really like how that works. I would much rather it to be double click, because more times than not it has just become frustrating for me. And that's probably the wrong way you pronounce it. Is it frustrating? Flustered? It becomes annoying. I get very vexed. Okay. When I do this, like I only wanted to take 1 out, but I double click, and then I double click to put that in. I put 3 in, right? Like, that it seems right. Click the number of the card you want, and it will go up. So I click the number. Like, what number are you talking about? do you mean? Click the number of the card you want. You can go up to the 4-box icon and it will change the layout. Okay, so yes, you can do this, and then you can click cards here. So let me find Radiant Destiny. You can click a card here, invalid redemption, if I wanted to add more to it. So if you click over here, it'll take them out, and then you can add them back that way. So yes, that is cool, but if you remove them both, then you don't have anything to add. You gotta go look it up. And like I said, if I only had 2 and I wanted to take one out, and I double clicked and they were gone, now I've got to type it in, I've got to pull them up, and it's just annoying. I would rather it just be double click for an action. This way you know people have to push something. And I'm gonna say this too, if we're to the point where that is the big deal, where that is the argument with this deck, that is the biggest thing that I have to argue about on Magic Online, or yeah, I'm going to discard the changes. I have no clue what I took out. But anyway, if this is going to be like the biggest thing I can gripe about for Arena, then Arena is going to be pretty good, guys. Like, I'm worried about double clicking versus single clicking, then that means we're down to the nitpicking, and that's pretty good for Wizards. I mean, Wizards has done pretty good with that. I like the game. Vanessa likes the game, or Val, as you guys know her. Valentine likes the game. I like the game, and I'll probably be playing it. I hate the idea that we're probably going to lose absolutely everything. So those of us that help, right, just only single click, yeah, or click the name to remove, add a number to add, right. Another thing I actually hate is, so first off, I'm a visual learner in most situations. I would rather be in this view so that I can see things, and nowhere in this view will it give you a total card count. Like, there is no total anywhere, there's nothing. So I find that extremely annoying. If you want a card count, you actually have to click up here and look at your card count in this view. So I don't really like that. Like, when I'm looking at the deck and I'm building from here and I'm looking, I would like to see a card count, so I don't have to flip back and forth to go, okay, I've got 58 in here, I can add 2, and then I go back over here and I'm looking at the deck and I'm doing that sort of thing, and it's like, okay, well, I'll add 1 here or something like that. And I just need to be able to see the cards, and I think other people are like that as well. So yeah, you wish there was a buddy list or a real chat option, but that opens up cheating options, especially when it is when it's all based on quest and churning out quest. It would open up cheating options. Like, I could easily pass, like, just continue to keep passing to a friend, and they could cast 15 red spells, and then would queue up and we'd get into another game, and then they would let me cast 15 red spells. And then easily, if he needed to win his 15 games, I could queue up, he wins one, we queue up, I win one, he wins, like, and we just keep scooping to each other, and it would just be over quickly. So they would have to figure some way around that, and as long as you're on the buddy system, then that's probably going to happen. I expect there to be like a group of people that try to get around it anyway, so you know, that's the only way I think that you could get around it would be have Discord and have 5 or 6 people that were doing it, and everyone queue up for a game at the same time. Those that got the game, with each other, you can control who wins and things. And so I'm always looking for ways that people can cheat so that I can, you know, be on the lookout for it. But remember, in most games, if you get caught cheating, you get banned, and we know Wizards is not afraid to ban people. So I would say the way around buddy cheating is time gates, unfortunately. You are correct. That means if they cheat, they can only cheat so much at a time. So yeah, and the fact that you can't trade cards means that it does you no good to run multiple accounts, which, you know, I have discovered, which we did try to help out with the stress test a little bit today. But yeah, the running multiple accounts is just kind of useless unless you want to do your quest on everything and say, okay, I'm going to build this deck over here, but yet on this other copy, I'm going to build this other deck. So they modeled it exactly like duels. They did. They modeled it a lot like duels, and duels didn't necessarily go so well. And I'm going to say if they don't allow people the the opportunity to just buy packs and buy, which I expect to come with gems, for you to be able to start sinking money into it. I also think that the reason they're not letting us just sink money into it right now is because they plan to reset it before it goes live. So, that's what it is. Rush, you have a good day, and we'll see you at coffee time tomorrow, sir. You're the number one to ask, bro. Use Google, is what he suggests. There you go. For ranking and quest, chat should show up in game down. Yeah, I think that you should be able to talk to your opponent more than just clicking the Hearthstone model where you just click and go, good game, thanks, nice. I think that you should be able to do that. I also hate the fact that I will always be Angrath fighting Watley. There's no personalization to that, and my opponent will always be Watley and I will always be Angrath, but my opponent will always see me as Watley and will always see me as Angrath, and I will always see myself as Angrath. So I'm sure I butchered yep, something like that. Whatever, you guys get it. Either way, I think that there's some things on here they're gonna have to fix, but yours more token oriented with lots of spot removal. Tokens allow you to recover lost life, and anointed allows you to take over the game quickly. Understood. This one's more based around like the one that's floating around in standard. You could even throw a horse in this if you wanted. I do like the couple Forerunners of the Legion because it allows me to pull up some of my one-of vampires, like my Champion of Dusk or my Sanctum Seeker. Sanctum Seeker's been really good in this deck, but either way, guys, this is really gonna do it. I'm done now. We're gonna call it a night, and I'm gonna say thank you all for coming out. If you have not hit that subscription button, you have not hit the bell for notifications, you're going to want to hit that notification bell. So if we do a coffee time live, or if I do an impromptu, you'll catch the notification for that. However, most nights I should be live between 8 and 9 Central. Coming live at 9 Central is going to be like my drop dead time. I'm going to always try to be live before 9 Central from now on. But we're going to do, between 8 and 9. I think we can make that gap, and it seems to be like it's a better spot for most everyone else. So stick around for the credits. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, notify, Patreon if you want to get in at coffee times. Save yourself $1. SideboardMTG 15 from manatraders. We get all the plugs in. Much love to all of my great followers, fans, subscribers, whatever it is. You guys are great. Thank you. I'm gonna jam out in. We're gonna jam out here to, I don't know. Let's do some Sonic the Hedgehog, right? Catch you next time, guys.